Next up, we have Tuivasa versus Taliesin Teixeira. Man, this is a tough one for me, bro, because I really want, Tuivasa is a fan favorite. He's an exciting
Yeah,
fighter. But he's on such a skid right now, dude.
I
He's
I
only
think he lost
declined in the
the
last
last
few years,
5.
and then he's coming off an injury. He's been inactive for quite some time.
Yeah, and I saw that he said that he was over 300 pounds going into weigh-ins, so he had to cut like 45 pounds to make weight, and he did not look good at all on the scale yesterday. I mean, he looked just drained out, dude, exhausted. And again, I agree. I think Tuvasa, 2 3 years ago was looking great, dude, and then all of a sudden he just hit his decline and started to fall back and hasn't been able to get that momentum. And then on the flip side, I think Taliesin Teixeira is, growing like crazy. And this guy's gonna be I think he's gonna beat the hell out of Tua, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at all. And with Taliesin Teixeira's um, stoppage loss versus Derrick Lewis. Personally, I felt like it was an early stoppage. I know he was grabbing the fence and he was dazed, but I would have liked the ref to be a little bit more patient. You can give him a point for grabbing the fence, but let
Yeah.
them split up and let the fight finish. In my opinion, I thought it was a bit of an early stoppage. But Derrick Lewis did win the fight. But aside from that, that's Teixeira's only loss in the UFC.
Yeah.
And something that's interesting too, because there's going to be a lot of people that are betting on Tuivasa, and at heavyweights, I can't ever be mad at who if someone's betting the underdog because Tuivasa does have a lot of power in his kicks and in his hands. But at the end of the day, in my opinion, especially with what you said with how crappy he looked at weigh-ins, I'm thinking,
Yeah.
man, how hungry is Ty? He's already been contemplating retirement. He's taken so much damage in his more recent losses,
Yeah.
and he's had one foot in, one foot out the door. I just don't know how hungry he is. And then the fact that he came in weighing over 300, not taking his weight cut serious. I'm thinking, man, is this just one of those fights where he's like, F it, let me just get one more check before I bounce out of here.
I think that's what's happening, dude. I think he just thought he could come in and collect one more check, dude.
I'm in Australia. I'm
Yep.
in my house. I'm fighting in my hometown arena. Let's collect one more paycheck.
Yep. Yeah, 100%, dude. And the odds aren't terrible. I mean, minus 320 for Teixeira. Tuivasa is at plus 260. And then same thing, over 1.5. So I mean that plus 210. I don't know, man. This is a tough one. You could put Tuxera in a parlay. That's about the only thing I would do.
In my opinion, bro, I think that I would take the under 1.5 on this fight. I think
Yeah,
that'd be the play that I would take. I'm not confident in it, taking either fighter, but I don't mind taking under 1.5 because if Ty's gonna win, he's gonna have to get him early, or he's gonna gas out really bad. And then if he doesn't get him out in the first like 2-3 minutes, you have the rest of the round and then 2.5 more minutes for Teixeira to put his lights out.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
that's what essentially 7.5 minutes for a knockout. That's
yeah.
fair to me
And
for
for
heavy guys
heavyweights,
that big.
that could happen quick either way.
Yeah, the only way it stalls out is if Teixeira fights really safe because since he did lose to Derrick Lewis, he might respect Tuivasa too much and stay at a distance and pick his shots and be a lot more patient. That's the only way
Yeah,
I'd see it going over 1.5.
man. What happened with Derrick Lewis last week, dude? That fool just fell down and just turtled over, bro.
Yeah, he's. I'm gonna say he probably only has one or two more fights, man, and
He just
uh,
gassed out and quit on himself.
yeah, in my opinion, he once you hit him clean, like when he fell on the ground like that, if you would have said get up and let him get up, it probably Derek Lewis probably would have recovered faster and been able to fight a little bit longer. But the
Yeah,
fact that he stayed on the ground and then the guy hopped on him and just started hammer fisting him to the
yeah,
dome, with the heavyweights, man, you can only take a couple shots. And Derek
yeah,
Lewis,
exactly.
he's dangerous, but man, if you clip him, he doesn't. I just don't think Derek Lewis likes being in wars anymore.
Yeah, yeah. That's a good way to put it, dude. Exactly. And I
And
think his
he
karma is
is
always
40
going to
years
be.
old too, bro.
Yeah, yeah. That's
So
true.
he's already got his money. He needs to have his conscience right so he can put the work into his wife on the weekends and weeknights.